What is up, Karatics? In this video, we're going to be customizing a 1971 Lamborghini Miura SV in the Crew 2. Here it is right here. I have it surrounded by Lamborghinis because why not? It is in the streetcar class and stock. It is Perf Level 126. Very iconic Lamborghini. I'd say the Countach is more well known than this car, but this was what we had before it. So 1971, I mean, this was just amazing for 1971. I mean, just look at the design of these headlights, for example. When you turn them on, they actually lean forwards to turn on. And then when you bring them back down, it's for more aerodynamics. I mean, back then they were thinking about aerodynamics. I mean, it's just insane to think about back then. Very cool engineering. Such a good car. Alrighty, so let's see what customization options we got here. So first, I'm going to show the manufacturer colors. Oh, one thing I do want to mention, the price of this car is $378,000 in the Crew 2. And the price for the Gold Edition is $302,000, which is a difference of about 75 grand because of the Gold Edition 20% discounts. Alrighty, so now we're done with the pricing. Let's move back to the colors. Those are all the colors, and of course I'm going to keep it in the iconic color it's known for, which is that beautiful yellow. Next up, go to visual parts. So first you have this one, which removes the heat extractor vents. It adds a black splitter down here, very subtle splitter, nothing too crazy, and a gas cap right there in the side. Not too bad. This one gives you an even larger splitter. Very strange, and it's painted the same color, and then in black, the same one in black. Okay, so I'm gonna do this one. I think it'll grow on me. I mean, I do like the look of its stock. I kind of wish they would have had this hood, but with the splitter. I mean, at the same rate, you also get a nice heat extractor there behind the front tire. You can see it changing there, which is really cool as well. I just wish they'd separate the options a little more, but you have to kind of outweigh the good with the bad. So next up we have the front bumper. So you have this one, which changes the headlights, and then it adds a different type of grille. Okay, this one changes, it makes it like colored around the headlights. Okay, it's the stock one with the fixed headlights. And then painted grille trim with the stock headlights, the colored, the fixed. And this one adds a bunch of fog lights and more lights up here that it doesn't really need. It's just a little too much in my opinion. Alright, so the one I'm going to go with is this one. I'm trying to go for, the build I'm trying to go for is like the 2006 Lamborghini Miura concept, somewhat like mixed with the original Miura. So I'm trying to go for something in between. These lights aren't 100% identical, but you know, it's somewhere in between, which is something I like. Not too bad. Next up, the wheels. So you have the iconic Miura wheels, the knockoff wheels, very nice wheels, and then you can put any of the other wheels, and then you can make the wheels a little larger if you like the other wheels in the game. If you guys want to see all those wheels, you want to see how it looks on the car, I'll put that at the end of the video. Next up, we got the caliper color. There's a good option. Back then they didn't have the option to change that. You pretty much got gray calipers, and there you go. They were just for pure functionality. Nowadays it's like a styling element to the car. I mean, they have the logo of the car on it, like some of them, like I think the Ferraris, they say Ferrari on the calipers, and Lamborghini say Lamborghini, the Corvettes say Corvette. And then with the little Brembo logo, I mean, it's just it's an extra styling element to the car. Back then it was just pure functionality. And I'm glad that you can kind of get the color here, which is kind of cool. So definitely gonna do that. Next up, we got the side mirrors. So these are almost identical to the ones from the Miura concept car in 2006. Very cool. I think those are a little bit too modern for this car. I kind of prefer the stock ones, so I'm gonna go with those. Next up, the side skirts. So this one, it makes it larger, and then it paints it the color of the car. And this one is like that same silver, but just a larger vent. Okay. Alrighty, so I'm gonna do the painted one there. Next up, the rear fender. So this one gives you a nice wide rear end, if you know what I mean. And when you can see what difference there, I mean, it's just ridiculous, night and day. It looks very cool. Oh, look at that! It also, oh, it adds these little vents right above the lights. I didn't see that. And then it makes the plate kind of flush. Look at that, it's pretty cool. Alright, so I'm gonna do that one. Next up, the rear wing. So you have this weird spoiler here. Not a fan of that. And you have this one, which I'm not a fan of either. I wish they would have done a little, like a carbon lip right above the little ducktail, something very, very small, just so you have like a contrast. Maybe in like a regular black, you have a nice little contrast right above the edge of the ducktail it has going on, but I don't know why they didn't do that. Next up, we got the rear bumper. So you have this one, which gives you like modern looking, like the Gallardo Superleggero over there, tail lights. You can kind of see it over there in the distance. This one gives you a stock, and then it mounts the exhaust more towards the center and makes it a nice quad exhaust, which I think looks really cool. And you have the same with the tail lights, and then you have this one, which gives you these really strangely mounted exhausts. The tips on that look so weird. They don't even look like exhaust tips. They look like, I don't know, it's like a tool for something. It's just strange looking. So I'm gonna be doing these. I think these look pretty good. I do like these. I mean, don't get me wrong, but I kind of like that in between modern and, you know, older. I think it looks really cool. Next up, interior color. So I'm gonna be going with here is like a sort of like a resto mod interior. So let's say somebody got the car and then they it was wrecked or in a junkyard, and they fixed it up, and they did some extra little things, which most of the time they do. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna just do yellow stitching, just simple yellow stitching throughout the interior. Something very subtle, not too crazy. It's not original, but I mean, it does look really good. I mean, the stitching is even around the gauges there. I mean, it looks really good. So I'm gonna do that. Do a detail there. I think it looks really good. Alrighty. Next up, the interior material. So you can do the suede or the leather. I'm gonna keep the leather. And interior inserts. You have the carbon fiber. Then you have a nice wood grain. That's beautiful. And then you have a gloss black. Of course, I'm gonna do the wood grain there. Very nice. Alright, let's see how it looks all together. Damn. It looks pretty good. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. I think maybe the silver side skirt would look a little better, but it doesn't look too bad. Alrighty, so here you can see all the parts here. It's 100% stock. Alright, let's take it for a little drive, see how it sounds, or we're going to do the top speed runs, stock and fully modified. Definitely not the V12 you're used to hearing in a Lamborghini. This is a V12. Fun fact on these cars, the engine was actually invertly mounted. It was mounted, sideways. It wasn't mounted like a normal engine, normal bed engine. I put a picture on screen so you can see. It's a very, very cool design. Alrighty, let's see how the gauges look. Look at that. Very cool. Sounds so good. Oh man, it sounds so good. Sounds a little bit like a Countach a little bit. Alright. Let's see how 1971 does 100% stock down the straightaway here. I'm going to help it a little bit. I'm going to use a nitrous at the very end. I do these for all my tests. I use a nitrous at the end to help out that top speed a little bit. So here we go. Not bad. 181 miles an hour in a 1971 Lamborghini. Not bad at all. Try doing that in a modern lower-end car. I mean, that's just awesome. Very cool. You know, let's max out 1971 Lambo and let's see what it does. Alright, so this is showing here that it is maxed out. I think 280 at a 280 perf level. Top speed up to 226. That's insane. That's like a speed increase of like 46 miles an hour. Power up to 622. 0 to 60 in 3 seconds. Not bad. Alright, let's see how it does. Again, I'm going to use the nitrous at the very end, like I always do. Now, this run may vary for you because of the icon points and on the perks with nitrous and all that, but you're going to get a pretty good idea of what the run will look like for you. Alright, let's see how it does. .233 with nitrous. I'm just laughing over the fact that I'm doing 230 miles an hour in a 1971 Lamborghini. That is awesome. The things you can do with video games, oh my. That's just insane. That's really cool. Not bad at all. Well guys, hope you enjoyed the video and the customization and the top speed runs for the Lamborghini Miura SV and the Crew 2. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one.